minutes. Is it? I'll be at time. Discuss when it's meeting. Take it on. How I get started as a chef? I was starting in a holiday park as a dishwasher, and yeah, that's what's the time I starting as a chef. I'm thinking, do I want to finish my course at school because I was learning from car mechanic, and then I make the change in my life to go working in hospitality. So that's the hospitality. So I stayed my whole life in hospitality, and I did different jobs. Was starting in the dishes, and then I was a little chef, and then a head chef, and yes, that's what's happened in my life. Oh, for me it was really easy because I just finished a new job, or I finished my job in the Netherlands because I was self-employed and I was hired. They hired me in as a troubleshooter. At that time, my sister-in-law, she called me and she said, I'm going the divorce, and we had some problems because they have little children. And I said, but it's not a problem. I can come over to you, but give me 2 weeks and then I can come over. And my mother-in-law, she was here for 1 month, and she said it's not easy to have 3 little children. So I was here and I talked to my wife and I said, this may be the opportunity to live in Australia. Yeah, so I was saying, we're gonna live there because I was always dreaming about to live in Australia. So I make the decision at that time, and well, I was really happy with it because I just to finish one last job in the Netherlands because they hired me for a hotel what was broke, and so I was going back for 6 months, and after that I'm back here in Australia, and I really like it. It's a nice country. What I really like in Australia? The space, the freedom that I have. When I get in my car, I drive 10 minutes, I'm in the middle of the forest, 4-wheel drive, that I really like to do. Yes, in the forest, yes, on gravel roads and everything like that. So yes, that makes me really happy. In the Netherlands, when you work in hospitality, you must always be on time. The biggest problem of what I think in Australia is because people are always late. In our country, when you need to start at 10 o'clock, you are always 15 minutes earlier, and you're dressed 10 minutes earlier, and then you go in and you ask what we're gonna do today. But in Australia, they're coming in only 1 minute of before they start, and they just start thinking, can I have a coffee? Oh, no, we start first working, and then we drink a coffee. Yeah, come earlier in your own time. So that's what I'm thinking is the big difference from Australia. Why I was interested in cooking? Because I didn't know about a lot of things about cooking, but then when you got starting and tasting, and there was somebody who explains what's the difference from cooking and real cooking, and also what you can do with food. I think there's a lot of opportunities what you really can do, and also people are talking about food and steaks and everything like that, but when you're working with real food, you get a porterhouse and you're thinking it's dead because it's coming already from the abattoir or something like that, but meat still lives until the time that you eat it, and a lot of people don't know that, because when you feel the meat, how it's the way they cut it and the way they cook it, it's a lot of things that really you need to learn and also feel and take your time for it, because a lot of people think it's a steak, cook it, that's it, but that's not true. Also, the biggest difference are, I think that people are doing the job here, they're coming in, okay, I do it. Also important, when you work in the kitchen, respect the products what you're working with, the kitchen what you're working with, and also the machines that you have in the kitchen, the stove and everything. Clean it properly. Go home when everything is clean. And because in the Netherlands, when you come in, everything must be really clean. In Australia, it's a little bit more messy, not really organized, and everything like that. And also, everywhere where you come and you look in the kitchen, you can see spots. It's not clean. You know what I mean? Happy. And sometimes when I'm really tired, I take my car and. Of course, I'm tired, but I want to go out and see nobody. And I drive in the forest, and there's nobody in the forest. And what I really like, and then stop in a place and have a look at everything what I'm seeing around me. So it makes me really happy. I'm feeling, I'm feeling really well in Australia now. Yeah. And I don't want to go back on this stage, to work in the Netherlands again and everything like that. No, I'm happy.